Hi, welcome to my video on the review of fundamentals of geometry. And this is the first half review. Because it's so long, I didn't want to put it all in one, so I did it in two parts, first half, second part. Notice that the total is at a 40 when you add the total up on the bottom of each of the pages. And this is the first page of one of four, so I have 3 more pages. So if you had 4 sheets ready to go, then you can treat this review as I do with all my units. There's a review at the end to summarize everything that I've done. So let's turn to page 2. Notice on this page we have all the questions, so you can pause the video and work out all these answers and press play again, and then you'll see how many you got right. And when you put the number in, you can total it up. And you do that for each page. Each page, you pause, work out all the answers, press play to see what your answer is going to be. Here we go. A review of geometry, fundamentals of geometry. Number 1, name a pair of opposite rays. So opposite rays are rays that have the same endpoint. So that would be OF and OB. Starts with O, goes towards B. OF, OB, a ray is a line going in one direction from. So OA is a ray, OC is a ray, but opposite rays are OF and OB. Name a pair of non-adjacent angles. Adjacent angles would be this one and this one, would be TOP and TOB. But non-adjacent means they would have to be different vertices. They have a different common ray, or they'd be overlapping. In this case, they're overlapping. So angle TOV, and we could say angle POB. So this angle right here and this one, so I'll mark them. As you can see, there they are overlapping. This one and this one. So this angle right here is common to both of them, so you're not allowed to have that. So adjacent angles, remember, are like this. 1 and 2 are adjacent. They're alongside of each other with a common ray, with a common endpoint. There's the common side of the angle ray, and there's no overlapping. Classify each angle as acute. Acute means between 0 and 90. Right angle is 90 degrees. Obtuse is between 90 and 180. A straight angle is 180 degrees, and a reflex angle is greater than, I should say, between 180 and 360. So 120 is obtuse. 300 is reflex because it's between 180 and 360. 42 is acute. Acute is between 0 and 90. An acute angle. ACUTE. And 90 degree angle is a right angle. And 180 degree angle is a straight angle. Or as we say, if you think about it as a straight line. Straight line with 2 rays, we got a 180 degree angle. Number 4, angle 4 is equal to angle 6. Vertically opposite angles equal. And 7 is equal to 2. So it's 2, angle 2. So they're called vertical angles, or I have a tendency to call them vertically opposite angles. That's what you'll hear me say. The books say vertical angle. I'm used to saying vertically opposite angles because they're the angles across the vertex. 4 equals 6, 7 equals 2. Number 5, we have 2 lines intersecting as we did up here. And if that's 150, then x is 150 because it's across the vertex. And if that's 150, then we know that's 150. Then we know that this angle is 30 because 150 and add on 30 gives you 180 straight angle. Or if you go this way, is 150 and 30 gives you 180. So y is 30 degrees. Oh, the degree is still in there. Okay. I got the degree symbol there, so if I put it in, don't just ignore it. I got 70 degrees. That's a straight angle. It's 180 degrees. So 180 minus 70 is 110 degrees because it's a straight angle. Number 7, we have, it says FB is perpendicular to AC. FB is perpendicular to AC. So that's a right angle right there. And that's a right angle right there. 90-degree angle. Two lines. If you see this symbol is perpendicular, so that's understood to be a right angle right there where they meet. And that angle is 50, then X must be 40. So X is 40 degrees because they add up to 180. So that means that if that's 40, then this angle here is 140 because that's a straight angle. So they want TBC, right, 140 degrees. Oh, degree symbol's in there, don't mind me. The complement of 7 degrees, complement means they have a sum of 90 degrees. Supplementary down here, they have a sum of SUMM, sum of 180 degrees. Notice the C is before the S, 90 is before 180. So complementary adds up to 90. So 70 and 20 adds up to 90. And if you've got a 70-degree angle and you've got the supplement of it, it's 110. Because 70 and 110 is 180. So take the angle away from 180 and you got 110. 90 subtract 70 is 20. So 70 and 20 is 90. 70 and 110 is 180. Complementary, supplementary. What score did you get? Add them up instead of 16 for that page. So again, on this page, pause your video and work all of these out and do the answers. And then when you're finished, press play and see how many you got right. The sum of the interior angles of a triangle. The interior angles of a triangle, when you go around them, always add up to 180. So I have a 70 in this one. All these angles add up to 180. The sum of the interior angles, let's go back to here, is 180. Finish this one off. All these angles add up to 180, so 70 and 50 is 120. So 180 subtract 120 is a 60-degree angle. So X is 60 degrees. 60, 50, 110, 180, right? 12, we have triangle again. We have a 62 lines intersecting. We have a straight angle right here. We have a straight angles right here. So if that's 60, then this angle here is 60 because vertically opposite angles. If that's a 60, this is 120 because that's a straight angle. And if that's a 60, this is 120 because of this straight angle. Or if that's 120, that's 120 vertically opposite angles. 80 and 60 gives 140. So this angle here is 40 degrees. 180 in the triangle. And if that's 40, then this is 140 because that's a straight angle. And it had to find X. Oops, I didn't write it in. X is 140 degrees. Find X. I didn't put it in. Sorry about that. Find the number of sides equal in each triangle. So if you got an isosceles triangle, you've got 2 sides equal. Scalene triangle got no sides equal. And an equilateral triangle got 3 sides equal. And remember, if it got 3 sides equal, it got 3 angles equal. If it has 2 sides equal, it has 2 angles equal. No sides equal, no angles equal. That's classifying the triangle according to sides, the length of the sides. Classify triangles according to angles. That's a right angle there, so it's a right triangle. And notice all these angles, well, they looks like to be all less than 90s, so they're all, this triangle is acute, this is an acute triangle. All angles are less than 90. And this angle right here is 140 degrees, so 140 degrees is an obtuse angle, so we have an obtuse triangle. Each angle of an equilateral triangle has a measure of, so if a triangle has 180 degrees, and all the angles are equal, because all the sides are equal, then each angle is 60 degrees, because 60 plus 60 plus 60 is 180. So 180 divided by 3 is 60. 16, true or false? The number of sides equal in a triangle is the same as the number of angles equal. And the answer is true. The number of sides equal is the same as the number of angles. If you've got two angles equal, you got two sides equal. Two sides equal, two angles equal. Three angles equal, three sides equal. True. 17. If a triangle has two sides equal, then the two angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. So what they're saying here, if you just go up on top of here, if I have a triangle and I mark these two sides equal, that means that this angle is equal to this one, because that angle is opposite that side and this angle is opposite this side. So that's what they call the apex of the vertex angle. So these two angles are equal. And if I mark it different with 1, 2, 3 there and 1, 2, 3 there, these two sides are equal. That means that this angle here is equal to this one, because that's the angle opposite that side, and that's the angle over there opposite that side. Two sides equal, so the angles opposite those sides are equal. So this is the apex angle. This angle is between the two sides. And 18. Name the pair of angles equal. So if these two sides are equal, then the angles opposite those sides are 7 and 1. So angle 1 equals angle 7. Two sides equal, the angles opposite across from those sides are equal. Let's continue. 19. We have a triangle with two sides equal. So if this angle is 40, so 180 minus 40 gives you 140 left. So that means if these two sides are equal, if that angle is x, this angle is x. So that means I got 2x equals 140. So I divide by 2, I have x equal to 70. So think about it. 70 and 70, they're equal. 140, add on 40. So you subtract 40 from 180, get the total of these two, and then divide by 2, and you get 70 each. 20, I got a right angle. That means that these two angles add up to 90. So if two sides are equal, so if that's an A, that angle is A, they're equal. Because why? That angle is opposite this side, and this angle is opposite that side. So we have 90 left, 180, take away 90 is 90. So what's 90 divided by 2? We get 45. Or we could say what? That 2a is equal to, that's an equal sign, sorry, equal to 90. So divide by 2 and I get 45. But most students will say 90 left, 90 divided by 2, 45. So that's A is 45. 21. Let's go around this triangle. We got lots of sides equal. Notice I got two sides equal. So if these two sides are equal, that means if that's 80, that's 80. If two sides are equal, the angles opposite those sides are equal. And we got these two sides equal, marked right here. So if these two sides are equal, that means if that's a C, that's a C, because they're the sides. So if these angles are equal, these sides are equal. If these two sides are equal, the angles opposite those sides are equal. So let's go. We got an 80. Let's go back. We got an 80 and an 80. That's 160. So that means x is 20, because it's 180 in the triangle. Let's see. 100 plus 80, 180. Good. Now we got a straight angle. So that's 180. So that means that that's 160 degrees, because that's a straight angle, 160 and 20. And if that's 160, that's 160 because they're vertically opposite angles. Or there's a straight angle right here, 160 plus 20, 180. And we know if that's 20, we know that A is 20 because they're vertically opposite angles. Now let's deal with the triangle. So that means that C and C, there's 180 in this triangle. So that means that 2C put together is 160. So that's 160. So that means divide by 2 That means C is 80. So that's an 80, and that's an 80. Both of them are equal. Again, the two triangles are, as you can see, are congruent. So get at B, so that's 80. Angle is 100 because it's a straight angle right here, 180 degrees. And now let's go and put them all in. I went and found them all, and let's put them in now. So X was 20, A was 20, because they're vertically opposite angles. Y is 160, because it's a straight angle. C is 80, because the two of them are equal, 160 plus 20. That means B is 100. So I found them all first, and then I put them all in. The blank angles of a triangle equals the sum of the two interior remote angles, the exterior angle. It's a video that I did on what I mean is that if you take this angle, there's a triangle. If you extend this side out like that, then this is the interior angle here. This is the exterior angle. So the exterior angle is equal to that angle plus that one. So these two angles right here, added together, will give you this one. And that's what's going on right here. Let's see. We could go with two ways, that X is equal to 70 plus 60, 130. That's one way. This is the exterior angle of the triangle, equal to the sum of the two interior remote angles. This is the angles that, these two angles are adjacent. So when we say interior remote, it means not the one is adjacent to, but the other two, interior remote, two of them. Another way to do that, that's 130 when you add them up. So that means that angle is 50, because 180 in the triangle. And if that's a 50, then that's a straight angle. So 180 minus 50 will give you 130. That's another way to get it without using your exterior angle theorem. Number 23. Let's have a look at this one. Let's see what we got. We got that side equals that side. And we got that side equals that side equals that side. Okay. We got 160, which is the exterior angle here outside. So that means that angle right there is 20. Reason? Because it's a straight angle right there. And if these two sides are equal, that means these two angles are equal. So that means that angle is 20. 20 and 20 are equal because these are the angles opposite the equal sides. And so if they're 20 and 20, that's 40. So that means X is 140 because they add up to 180. Let's keep going. And if that's a 140, then this is a 40 because that's 180 degrees right here. 40 and 140, 180. These two sides are equal. That means these two angles are equal. So that's 40. This angle is 40 because these are equal, opposite these equal sides. 40 and 40 make 80. So this angle is 100. Notice the diagram is not drawn to specs. Sometimes you'll see most people don't draw them to exact specs. And this, you can see this angle is way off. My diagram is way off. Anyway, that's 100 and that's 20. So that's 120 altogether. So there's a 60 here because that's 180 right there. I apologize. This is way off. Because when we think of a 100-degree angle, we think of what? There's a 90 right there. So 100 degrees is, there's 10 more. So there's 100 degrees right there. But that's way off, okay? But apologize. Anyway, X is 140 and Y over here is 60. So I have to go all the way through using all the ideas that we practiced in all the videos up to this point on the exterior angle of a triangle. And that brings us to the end. If you like my video, click on my like button. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, go ahead. Click the notification bell because there's more videos coming. And write a comment if you wish. And don't forget to visit my math website, mathfullyexplained.com. And I have there information on 3 different sections. Me is my degrees and teaching experience. The videos is the teaching strategies you're going to use to help you learn your math. And the section on content has the topics and the number of videos in each topic. The black font is the videos online on my YouTube channel right now. And the red font is the ones that I'll be putting there in the near future. And there's another video just next to this one, which is the second half of this review, the last part of it, that covers 8 or 10 videos. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.